And hello everyone, it is I, the Heroscaper, here to do some painting today. While I have a bit of free time, I am going to be doing what I can. I don't think we'll be able to finish this today, because I imagine my kids and family will come home and cut this session short. But let's get some paint on some figures. I've been wanting to do this for a bit since the release came out. I've just kind of been a bit busy, and also just been taking some time just kind of go through the figures and kind of see what to do, plan it out. And is also working on some other videos as well. So I've definitely still been here. I've been wanting to do some painting live stream for a bit, and now it's as good a time as any. So let's dive into this. Today we're going to be painting Dorim, the Bulkhead Brawler, who's a nice little, nifty little guy. I like his model. This pre-painted is alright, but comparatively, I think we can make this a look a lot more vibrant and really bring out some of these skin tones, and different colors really make it kind of pop. Big things I want to change are the red beard to make it, stand apart from the red cap and make this yellow look a little bit more vibrant and bright. If we're going to stick with that, I am going to stick with the original color scheme for this one. I do have some fun color alts I'll do if I get my hands on the second Age Annihilation box, which I actually think my miniature market box came in, so I might have a whole nother one to do for some weird schemes. I've been doing lots of paints, just kind of trying new things out. I'm surrounded by lots of scapes, so it's definitely it's definitely been great just building the pieces and seeing it all put together. If you notice, I just did the index recently and took videos of all those. And doing that allows me to let me just get my chats up in case you want to check over here. Doing that allows me to work on some modifications on the pre-painted. I know that's been asked for, and I am currently also working on a video on what to do with those pre-selected color palettes. I'm trying to give an answer there. I'm kind of been on a road to discovery with that regard. Let me make sure my chats are up before we get going, but I hope everyone's doing well and having a good day. Get my chats up. Alright. Of course, it's time to add everything right when I went on. As is. I'll just have my phone up here. Do not have music. I'm adaptable. I don't have my backup screen, so we'll be good. You got chats if you want to talk about the new Heroscape or really anything else. Have any questions? If you'd like me to explore, let me know. I'm easily distractible, so I'd love to explore that. But first, let's get some skin on this Dorim here. I primed it black, just because I lately have been liking just kind of the deepness and the richness it provides. For a figure, and kind of gives you more room to work up. Now, if time is not your friend, if you only have a few minutes each day, don't prime it black. It takes a lot longer. The trade-off of control you get for painting black compared to the time you save, I don't know if that's all that great. So prime in gray or white, just to save you a bit of time there. We are using some advanced flesh tone from Pro Acryl. I really like this color. It's a really nice, orangish tone to it. Really great. It's my favorite way to start base coating flesh. And let's find a good decent sized brush. And let's get some paint on it. So just a palette here. And just thin it down. We don't need it too terribly thin, just enough so the details aren't lost. And my reference Dorim, fine. I'm using Pro Acrylic because they have a lots of strong pigmented rich paints. It's a kind of a bit of a getting used to, but it is not hard to. I like it a lot more than Paint or any other paint brand, but it's all personal preference. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend this paint to someone just starting off, as it is a bit more expensive and it does take a bit of time to get used to how kind of heavy it comes out. But once you kind of get a feel of your paints, it's really great just because they got a lot of strong colors, a lot of really nice strong tones. I'm getting all set up here, so excuse me while I switch around. All right. And if there's any issues with audio, that so music playing, let me know. Do my best to monitor this. See my beautiful face. I am big news for the channel. I'm starting to do mini Mondays for Renegade. Starting next Monday, I'll be on their channel, doing pretty much the same thing I'm doing here. So I definitely am trying to get a lot of these kinks worked out in the system beforehand. So this is a stream more than anything because once again I did change my aim setup. Just trying to get used to new lenses and placements, and it always takes a bit of time. Now, you may be a fan of the pinkish skin. I'm not the biggest fan. I think they were trying to go for a really dark tone in the mix, but let's just make this bright. There's so many kind of dark, ruddy tones to begin with in the mix. It's just almost too bright. It's too much brightness. Let's get that going there. ISO, just a bit. So blowing things out. Let's try that. Raise that up just a bit. Over here. There we go. Let's try this out. It's all been pieced together. Right now we're just applying the base coat. And doing our thing. We're going to do a couple layers of this down. We're going to be taking our time. Arms. It's a nice color on there. I don't think I posted this anywhere. That's okay. It's probably going to be a shorter stream today. Just probably get a base coat on this guy here. Let's record so I can edit this thing. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're enjoying your new scape if you got it. And those paints, trying new things. And the Zenithrax the other day, a bright blue turquoise color, yellow wings. That was a fun experience. I probably should have filmed that, but I wasn't really in the mood. Just kind of wanted to paint and not have to worry about focus. I think there's like a weird shadow painting. I don't know where it's. Let's see if there's any. This seems really dark on the screen, but not on my. So let's get this fixed real fast here. just let's see. It's really here. Let's give me one. And that looks a bit better to me. Alright, let's just get a layer going here. Just making this a nice solid color. I move a lot around when I paint, and that's the enemy of my autofocus. I like to make different angles. You know, there's so many painters out there who just stuck with this. You know? Oh. So we can zoom out just a bit, just to get one range. And refocus here. There we go. We're also using the black model, which just typically doesn't show up well on screen, so that's something to pay attention to as well. If you notice, I'm just making notes as I slowly it's fixed up. The best viewing experience for you all that watch. I really do appreciate. Numbers have been steadily growing, which has just been wild to me. It really made me want to just up the quality of. Alright. Now let's add a nice burnt red to the axe. Everyone. I think there might be more. That might be an issue. That would make for not an enjoyable listening experience. Okay. These live painting streams are really just me messing. I wish that's why I don't do it as much. Once I get off rhythm, it's hard to get back on. Alright, where's the red on this thing? What are the examples? Both would be helpful. It takes me a couple minutes to get everything situated. Lose my head. Alright, let's see where this red is placed. So we're going to put this red here on the inner mechanisms. This bottom part of the cap. This is more of a test stream for me than anything, so bear with me as I get all these little bugs worked out. This is Proco red we're using right now. Really good paint. If you were to look to buy one paint that's pretty well used in Heroscape, it's this prompt red. It's kind of Utgar's red. That's what I found. Just gonna see what this sounds like. Where my headphones went. And I lost my headphones. Hello. Alright, we're good again. It's multi-level working with sound, painting, video. It's actually harder than it looks, doing all this at once. I don't paint as good when I'm on live stream just because I'm focused on all the other details. And if I go off screen, I don't have my monitor set up. I purchased a monitor which would help me to focus on where I'm at. I'm still working out the kinks on this new setup. Visually, it works a lot like great. So it's a good method we got going on here. But in terms of flow and knowing where everything's at, it's still got some getting used to. Okay, now let's get some. Let's wait for that to dry. We're gonna start layering up this cloth. I'm gonna use a nice dark ochre. Let's go with maybe something deeply. Can I have a caramel brown? Yeah, so we have Pro Coat Caramel Brown. We're gonna put this as a base layer for the yellow. We need to declog all these again caps, which they do. Kind of stuck together. Okay. And get some more. This is a thing that would probably be better to do with a white or gray. There's so many bright colors, and just layering them up is going to take a bit. But I like this, gives you a bit more flexibility in your color choices. Gives you, you have a bright color, and then you're like, oh, this is too bright. You're kind of stuck. You have to kind of darken the whole thing. This is like, this isn't bright enough. Let's just add another layer. You can keep on building up at your own pace. All the places where the yellow would be. I'm looking to get a new backdrop as well. So I think something with the way the lines appear in this just doesn't look good on the camera. So I'm gonna get that changed. It's a small cosmetic thing I've been meaning to do for a bit. Alright, let's just get this yellow. That's one thing the pirates do have a lot of, is belts, buckles, and the like. So, painting them, stay tuned for the long haul, because all those little details are a little bit tedious. Not gonna, I think it all probably go about 30% less belt buckles. I'd be a lot happier. But they're there, we're gonna paint them. this guy. Trying to add different hues to kind of separate these very vibrant colors with each other. They all stand out individually. I really like this guy. I like his abilities. I think he's one of the better pirates out at this time. Pirate heroes, rather. And he's really fun to play, especially with the Axe Grinders. I actually like him on the Axe Grinder core really well. Just because he helps those guys out. But let's see. I'm gonna let this layer dry. We're probably have a couple of those in there. So this figure has a couple challenges visually. This one we have the beard, we have the skin, the red, and the belt buckles. All want to exist in similar colors. They're all kind of together, so it's very hard to visually separate them. So we're going to work really hard to add some distinction to them. Let's get the axe head going while we're at it. We're not going to be doing metallic metal or anything like that today. I've been experimenting with that. I think it's time in my painting journey to really kind of start improving on my NMM, just for the skill and the practice alone. But for Heroscape, it just almost feels wrong to do that. But I think, for me, I think painting metal is one of my bigger areas as a painter. And that's fine. It's good to acknowledge that you're not the best at everything. You can figure that out. But I've been doing a lot of intensive practice to get this to a spot where I'm more happy. Make some really cool swords and like. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll do. I like to post, finished stuff, but maybe I'll kind of post my journey as I practice this. It's great painting Heroscape, but sometimes you gotta get stuck because it's such a simple game to paint. It never forces you to develop outside your initial skill set. And since I'm doing this a lot now, I really want to expand my talented repertoire. Start kind of getting a bit more wider and diverse experience. So let's just add some dark silver from Pearl Cribble. And this is one of my favorite paints. It's just comes out nice, it covers nice. Now the paint is wet. If you notice, I'm kind of using almost a dry brush motion. It's kind of wet brushing, moist brushing. So it kind of just sticks to the outer sides. It's a really good way for painting easy, cool looking metal. Especially if you layer black, as you kind of just get that natural depth of like dry brushing, but you don't get actually bring it onto the stage. It also just doesn't fill the gaps, which you typically want to be open for the metal. Shoulder pads too. Right now we're just blocking in our colors. I'm planning to start live streaming every Thursday is my eventual goal and plan. No Gray Thursdays as I go through my endless pile of shame. This is my future plan. I'm kind of busy, kind of distracted. So currently I don't have any music playing, which is I work well with music. That might be why I've been more rambling. I'm gonna have something to fill this together. Just going through, making sure there's no big blank spots on this middle part. So let's figure out how we're going to separate. Now, if you're using drop bottles like this, definitely have paper clip on hand. So if you squeeze it, and the paint is stuck, it will all shoot out. I've lost a couple of good paint bottles out my, and a couple good t-shirts. So now we're bringing some oak brown into the mix here. Just some nice dark brown. Just to start getting some color on this thing right here. Just so I can visually kind of see it and separate it right there. Too thin. Your initial base there, you don't want to hide details, but you can keep it a bit thicker compared to future layers. Not like so thick, but it's like right in the bottle with a bit of moisture in your brush. Go along the way. We're just trying to get these painted on the table. We're not trying to run a contest here, man. Then you have silver there, we'll fix that. Probably should have dry brushed some white on this just so I could have seen all the details when I'm painting. It's a very helpful tool even if you don't plan on using the contrast paints. Just to dry brush some white over these really heavily detailed models, just so you know where things are. You won't miss anything. These bandoliers are always kind of a pain in the butt for me. Just because we gotta kind of get them from both sides. Canisters with buckles on. I'm just gonna take your time. You'll probably hear me complain about these things a lot. It's okay. Alright, let's see here. My 3D printer is starting to make weird noises. I'm concerned my Suchilla won't come in one piece. I didn't level it after I changed some things around, so we'll see. And I'm just kind of figuring out what the heck I want to do with this thing. It's a beard. I might not make the straps silver. I might differentiate those just white, just to stand out a bit. when I do these painting tutorials, I try to keep it mostly the same, but I might make small changes in that. And I just feel hard. Oak brown is another color that's really good. For a mini painter to have on hand. So I want to make the mirror orange, just an intermittent color in the palette. And I'll make it like a red orange. What stands out? I might differentiate the original Gen Con one with a blonde beard, which I kind of like. Helped him stand out because in green clothes. That's definitely what my repaint's gonna look. It's gonna be probably blue. Go with blue. Kill a blue on him. Yeah. Don't eat brushes. I do that. Not gonna lie, I do like just having a blonde beard as well. But I gotta make this look. I think. No one's really asking me to. I assume you don't need to. But it's nice to have a sense of uniformity to break it. So he's got some brown there. I'm gonna not paint that. I'm starting to forget. And always, this part always trips me up. Always make sure you turn your model upside down. Yeah. Make sure you get under the arms here. Kids went to go slime at grandma's house, so give me a little chance to get this done. If you're wondering what the main delay with getting this stuff done, it's the kids. It's not even like they're hard to take care of. It's just they're quite loud. They've ruined quite a many good kids. And that is just the cost of being dad, I think. Alright. I have 3 kids for these parties. A 5-year-old who just started school, and 2 3-year-olds which are twins. I finally finished the script for a big video I'm working on. I'm going to pitch my next wave of flag bearers. Commissioned a community artist to draw some stuff for my talking points. So I'm really excited about this. The script is taking a longer time to write than I would have thought. I'm really slow at writing scripts. That's my weak area. I think too much about it. I'm not very good at ad-libbing. I'm talking. I'm more worried about missing, like, you know. Okay, let's get another. Let's get some desert. A little bit backwards. AOA does use a lot of vibrant colors, which is nice. It looks really good, but in terms of kind of fast painting, actually, the brighter the color, the longer it does take to get to a good point. If you just do bright yellow right in the bottle, you will regret that. You want to kind of build your way up slowly to this point. I haven't done the beard yet because I'm still trying to figure out what it is. Just correcting my mistakes. Okay. Talking. Alright, so just getting this done. All these little areas. So we don't have to go back and redo them. And our model just looks nice and clean. So then we go more like a darker blue brown. Belts, let's mix some orange. Together. Let's see here, let's make a good brown. Or see if I have. Let's get red. So let's try to make, just trying to figure out what to do with this red beard. Get some burnt sienna here, and I'm going to get some burgundy brown, darken it. Trying to see what I want to do with it. Orange there. I think I'm gonna make it more orange beard. I don't want it red. I really want it to look separate from beard. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more orange in it. Let's just really make it. Nice orange part. I'm gonna bring it to. Always remember that brown in the traditional sense. I mean, you see this is brown, you call it brown. But brown is just a mixture. Usually it's complementary colors. Opposite colors mixed together. Three make brown, and so you get a lot of flexibility in some variants with brown. But I also have just a bunch of prepackaged because I don't like remembering mixing ratios. You know, for Heroscape figures, it's nice to have something easily at your disposal because you might be painting 30 model drones. You know, kind of the same mixture, resins. Let's get this mustache. We're gonna bring up this color here. This is a nice base just to get some color there. See what I want to do with it. clouds, just for you to see. That one we did. Let's bring some of this red into this belt down here so we can tie the colors together. Yes. It's not too bad. I'm going to make the scraps white, so let's go with a gray base and build up from there. There's ash gray. This gray trim. There's pants as well. That's the fun. When doing this, you want to use the edge of your brush and just trace along. Probably should have done this after I painted the hindsight, but you know. So let's brighten that. I'm messing with colors here. Getting the vibe for it. Okay. Let's add one more layer of red, just to make sure this is nice and solid. This up and tidy it up some more. Like I said, the yellow is going to take a long time. We ain't even there yet.
Okie doke. We got details, and we can start adding some layering to this. Now we are going to take this barbarian flesh, add it to our palette, and mix it about 1-to-1 ratio with the advanced flesh tone, just to dilute it. Alright. So let's do that. Take these two colors. Don't get your gray mixed in that. Just try to avoid that. And we're just going to gradually lighten the mix a bit. Just to add some fun. And make this a little bit more of a glaze. Right, just a bit thinner. I focus on the rounded parts of the arm. Really want to try to leave the shadows, so leave the deep cheekbones, leave that, and really focus just on the raised areas. The arms, I like to do the scratchy motion just to kind of blend. Add some accents to the muscle and skin. This is a great model to practice skin on because there's some really prominent muscles and areas where the light's shining. Like the Exiles, that's a little harder just because their faces are so small. And then once you kind of do that, you can just take a bit more pure barbarian. I'm actually going to shift up, and I do have. I don't have it here. I have some cuttlefish paints given to me by Hex Holla that I wanted to try out. They gave me some skin tone that could have been fun to work with, but I don't see it immediately. Oh, it's right here. Let me add a little bit this. So this is fun paint. It's gonna like thin down a lot more than your standard paint. So it's really great for glazing and building up highlights. This is fairy skin from cuttlefish. Just notice how kind of naturally thin this is, translucent. Really just add just a bit less. And mix that just with a tiny bit of barbarian. We're gonna kind of blend this down here. I just like for skin, I like to use like dabbing motions. give it some texture. I mean, Dorm's probably been in a fight or two. He doesn't have, you know, L'Oreal skin. And then we're gonna create bits of a glaze just to kind of blend this in a bit more. So I chose the wrong. You're gonna use that advanced flesh stone to kind of bring down the color. Put a lot of water into it. Alternatively, you can use a flesh wash, which I might still use, just to kind of put these colors back to the point where you want them. Just kind of raise up the areas you may have overglazed. This is a bit more advanced. If you don't want to do this much stuff on the skin, you can certainly just do the advanced tone, Barbarian Flesh, with that layer, and it would still be good to go. Okay. Really want this yellow to be nice and punchy. We haven't even got to the strong yellows yet. It's still... Right now we're not trying to cover the whole thing, we're really trying to focus on the raised areas. So we have some color underneath. Let the layering do the work for us. Let's add a bit of this brown to here. Let's add a bit of this brown to the end parts here. And we really want to make sure I want to really work on separating this this brown from the bespoke bandoliers. Lately I've been working on just trying to use less shades in my paint. They're a great tool to have on hand, but you get a little bit reliant on them when you paint. I might still use shades. But I got lost my train of thought. I was checking something and I forgot what I was saying. Yes, I'm using less shades and just more layering, but it's a bit of a process to get there. Honestly, I want to paint his hat blue, but just trying to keep the official color schemes. And I'm just doing, there's lots of little corners and stuff like that. So I'm really just trying to get this all nice and solid for the stream. And let's just fix our errors. Add a bit more definition to these muscles. I over-brightened them, I think. So I'm going to do these goggles. Dorim signature part. I've been avoiding that. I don't really like doing goggles. It's not goggles this small. And we're coming along. We are getting there. Okay, what do we want to do next? Let's, you know, I probably won't finish this guy in the stream. Let's build up some of these highlights on the X, because that will be pretty fun. We're going to grab some Scarlet and mix it in just a bit with the burnt red, just to blend it a bit better, just a tiny bit. Take the edge of our brush. We're going to start edge highlighting. And let's go brighter. Let's just go with this. Might be a bit too oranges. I'll have to sit on that for a second. This is nice and punchy, which is nice. And I think it's time to put the kids to bed, so I think that's going to be the stream for me. They're all back, so I'm going to call it here. Just kind of testing the setup. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye.